calling yourself a genius, as long as you're not wrong about it. So this track is pretty genius, I must say. But check it out. Look. I said, Ace whiz down finesse. I'm just a little lad, here to wake you up like a chicken's dad. With the wisdom that can have you flying around business class. Wicked fast, kicking back, sipping yak, living lavish. I remember being the biggest Mac, whipping the Jag. My dude in the front, chicks in the back. They was thick and bad with the trillest swag, but we was dirtbag dogs dipping and dashing. To fund the mission I was trapping, flipping massive. Piffing packs of pills and crack, which had me building stacks, but I was destined for a different path. So my system crashed, but I'm built to last, so I'm still intact. Listen to this. They say curiosity killed the cat. I say it filled his ass up with the brilliance that he could use to. They say curiosity killed the cat. I say it filled his ass up with the brilliance that he could use to neutralize a villain's wrath and supervise a business that spends a couple bucks and brings billions back. How real is that? How real is that? How real is that? Spend a couple bucks and bring billions back. Crispy, don't just let the minutes pass. Pick a craft and hit the gas. Rise from a low-ranked rebel to an aristocrat with pizzazz. Lazy guys finish fast. Pardon me. Lazy guys finish last. Nice guys finish first when they stick to the strategy and hold on with a rigid grasp. See, just like the rest of success, respect only comes to he who demands it. Not with his mouth, but his moves and his manners. Ambition keeps me up like trees do a hammock. Life is fine and dandy because I handle each endeavor like it can save my family members. But I used to be destructive as a Parkinson's tremor to a hard game of Jenga. In the park, in the dark, in December. I got a kind heart, but remember, I'll tie you up and tempt you. Matter of fact, threaten you to tell me who sent you, or you gonna need dentures. Nah, I'll finesse you, give you righteous retribution, shoot you with my phantom's own projector, lecture you about how you can step up and get your mind out the gutter, baby, stretch your gaze to catch what you chase. You must forget what you crave and finesse every day until you rest in the grave. Let us pray that we always create excellence and stay second best to none of our opponents, and that every moment we be zoned in and never zoned out, and that we don't doubt the power of preparation because it manifests amazing success when you mesh it with impeccable placement. A very vital part of finesse is patience and prayer. Are you a slave to your labor or a master of your craft? Get out the back of the class and pay attention to the details. Ask any female. That's how you prevail. That's how we failed. Well, at least I did. In school, I was the high kid who dressed the flyers, sold drugs, and organized the best of riots. A pest to private and Catholic, so I wound up in public school with a bunch of cruel punk fools who had one rule: ride or die. The tides were high and I got in deep with the kind of guys to who you shouldn't say more than high and by. I got in deep with the kind of guys to who you shouldn't say more than high and by. But I survived and now I'm still riding my wave and finessing my flow. Speaking from my heart, you want to hear me? Get a stethoscope and some rope. Cause the heart is where the hopes are and I got high hopes. I ain't worried about thugs, corporate dudes, or 5-0. I just ride slow and let the good times roll. The good die old and young. The preference of death is formless and enormous. That's why you gotta stay on point like a swordfish. And every war is won way before the battle is fought. And you can walk the plank if you ain't paddling, dog. Next.